Foundation of masculinity resides in these 3 rules. 1. Learn to bear burden. A masculine man will likely be found at the forefront of any situation, to handle it and to lead everyone. But this comes with a lot of burden. So, if you have a habit of running away from situations where you should take ownership, then stop doing that. You don't have to jump in on other people's situations and try to play Jesus. But you must own every single situation that arises in your life and take charge. Shoulder the burden. Handle it with promptness and firmness. Now you might handle it the wrong way, and that's okay. Because it leads to the next rule of being a masculine man. 2. Acquire wisdom. The best way to acquire wisdom is by doing things. By stepping into the unknown without fearing it. Because in the known, there is no learning. But the unknown will always frighten a common man. This is why it is the place for masculinity to thrive. Because a masculine man seeks challenge to better himself. Now, what is the unknown? It is those parts of your personality that you keep neglecting. That you keep pushing aside because they make you uncomfortable. It is those hidden demons inside that are controlling you for years. Like the fear of rejection. Fear of embarrassment in a group when you try to state your point. The fear of being abandoned. The fear of walking alone. The fear of poverty. The plethora of insecurities. Look them in the eyes and face them one by one. Command your mind and you will realize that it is all in your head. These demons have no tangible power once you remove their fuel. That is your own thoughts. So, step into the unknown and embrace it rather than run from it. This is the height of masculinity. To conquer one's own mind. And the other way to acquire wisdom is to learn from others' mistakes. The best way is to read. Read books of others who have tread on the same path. The unknown you are about to challenge must have been attempted by someone else. Study that person and it will prove to be invaluable for your own growth. A man without wisdom is not much more than a sheep. The wise controls the sheep or the masses. Not the brute. 3. Be decisive. Make a decision and then make it right. That's the only way forward. It is not the one who makes the wrong decision who stays stagnated. It is the one who doesn't make a decision at all. The one who makes the wrong decision learns. But the one who does nothing, continues to be nothing, and learns nothing, gains anxiety, gains disrespect for himself, has even less faith in himself, and loses his own confidence. This also correlates to taking the burden. You must bear the burden of masculinity. It is the burden of decision-making and initiative-taking. This is what separates the poor from the rich. The successful and the unsuccessful. The world-renowned and the nobody. A lady killer and the lonely man. It is the men who decide and do who are the ones who have it all. It is not to say that they do not fail. But if you are alive, you get a second chance at everything. So, keep trying and invariably, you will succeed. But if you never try, then the default answer is always no. And failure is the only option. Masculine men are to be crowned the advancement of mankind. It is because of those who took insane initiatives in the past that the world as we know it exists. Even the wrong initiatives. Like the experiment of the Soviet Union and Hitler's plans. Imagine what these men could have achieved if they weren't malicious. If only they had their shadow in control. But this is the sign of weakness for most malicious men. They have no control of the monster inside. Which a masculine man must do. But that is a level that shouldn't be attempted by a man who is just beginning on the path. So, start by taking control of your everyday life. By making prompt decisions. Don't attempt big decisions yet. Train your decision-making muscles gradually. And eventually it will become a habit and an automatic process. And then you can attempt anything. Exercise promptness by answering when a friend asks where to eat. Or where to go. As your life doesn't depend on these decisions. Then work your way up to more important decisions. Try to take the lead in your group by suggesting and deciding if they can't decide. You take the lead. You give them the way. And slowly start to do it in every part of your life. Be the initiator and deciders for others and yourself. But make sure to not barge in where you are not invited. That is, only help those who you know and they are having hard time deciding. These subtle decisions will solidify this habit in you and you will become a truly masculine man who takes bold decisions and then follows through with massive action. And there is no other attribute more masculine than that.